Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we got great news in the state of Pennsylvania that we need to optimize on. So, we have a great lead in polls. Trump is leading Biden in multiple polls, 6 polls. And this poll right here from Emerson College has finally got Trump at 52%. I don't think there has been a poll. Not one poll had Biden had Trump in 52%, except for a Targos market research poll that had Trump surpass the threshold of 50%. This is a very good sign. However, Joe Biden is close, 48% points below. And we optimize once again. I can say that we are officially on the right track. Trump's on the right track, and right now, if we continue to play this game, we're gonna win. But we got to keep in mind the possibilities that polls can be wrong, that we can overestimate polls. And the thing is, the liberal media is notorious for underestimating Trump. Going back, let's just say 2020, Joe Biden was supposed to win North Carolina and Florida. And you'll see polls showing that were a majority. Look at that. Tilt, leaning Democrat, leaning Democrat. So that Sabutis Cristobal predicted a leaning Democrat flip. The Economist, a leaning Democrat flip. ABC News, a leaning Democrat flip. 538, a leaning Democrat flip. You see this right here. You got all these polls saying that, you know what? Yep, the majority of polls showing Joe Biden was going to win. Look at all these polls. And in the end, we had Donald Trump win the state. So that could happen, and it would be frustrating if it did happen to the state of Florida. Same thing with the state of Pennsylvania. This could happen the same thing with Florida here. Look at that. Polls suggesting, I want to see polling. Yes. Look at that. Polls were going to supposed, you'll see here, these polls, not one poll had Donald Trump win. So that is something we need to keep being concerned. And seeing that, look at that. It said leaning Republican from a Sabutis Cristobal. I don't know it must have been close to, as you know, the election day. And then you end up getting polls saying, look, leaning Democrat, leaning Democrat, leaning Democrat, tilting Democrat. So in the end, I really am encouraging people, really, please be concerned. I would say be excited, of course, but don't get your hopes up, because ultimately this could be a trick from the Democrats. The Democrats want you to believe that, guess what? Republicans are going to win Pennsylvania. Don't worry about it. Don't go out and vote. Spend your time and keep carry on. Keep calm and carry on, in other words. They want you to stay home, and they want to kind of have the urgency for Democrats. But to be honest, we can be excited and be urgent. That's why we need to keep our eyes off the primary. We know Trump is going to win the nomination in July. He's going to carry that nomination, and he's going to go off. But right now, we need to go focus on the poll front. And the poll front is this right here. We need to continue taking polls and showing the country that, look, we want Donald J. Trump for president, and you can indict him how many times for any bogus, stupid reason. And that's not going to change, because Joe Biden is no different. How do you think Joe Biden is different from Trump? He is the same thing, but in many ways, yes, they're different ideologically. But think about it. Democrats didn't like how Trump was so strict with the border. Heck, Joe Biden doesn't even want to talk about the border. And we have all this crazy stuff going on. But today we're not really talking about the United States abroad. We're going to be focusing on the state of Pennsylvania, our updated prediction in the Keystone State, and what I think personally is what this is probably going to look like in regards to recent polls. So we're going to do some math. Maybe we're only going to do March polls. How about that? Polls in March. So let's start off with March 7th through the 11th. And this poll right here. A lot of you guys think it's funny that I use a calculator. Because sometimes I think, you know what? It's 2 and it ends up being 1. We are actually it doesn't do a point sort of number. So we're going to use the calculator. I'm sorry. Red Eagle Politics uses the calculator. I know, but I'm a person that really wants to clarify. I can obviously tell that this is 2, right? This is obviously 2. But let's clarify it, because what if it's the percentage number? So that I want to take that very seriously. I think results need to be analyzed carefully in order to project. Liberal Democrats, and let's talk elections, they will keep saying Biden's gonna win this because Trump's bad. Really? Then if you really think that, you gotta take polls like I'm doing and do math. Do hard work. And then you can go on that claim. All right? So that's polls in regard to March. This is March. This is the Fox News poll saying that Trump would win by 2. The Emerson College poll that was taken a couple days ago on March 10th to the 13th, suggesting, I would say this is 4. But let's see what the calculator says. 4. Good, because if you had this be 7, it would be 5. See? I know what I'm doing. So 4, 2. So right now I'm thinking Trump wins by a 3% margin here. Let's take a look at. This is a tie, clearly. A tie. $40 minus. Oh, yeah, this is a 4. We can just say it's 4. All right, obviously, I'm not going to walk back my comments. We're just going to do it. All right. So, in a nutshell, I would say 2% in recent polls. So, Trump wins by 2%. What's a 2% Republican victory? We can look at former elections of, once again, of Republicans, how they performed a victory. 2020 presidential election is a good example. The Timothy DeFleur became the elected state auditor by a margin. We're going to see, doing math, we're going to take the number digits minus 46.3, and that's going to be 3.1%. Now, yes, DeFleur wins a 3 point, and if it obviously says DeFleur won by 3.1, then obviously I wouldn't have done the calculator, because I would take its word for it. But honestly, you don't really need a source. You just do the math, and that's all the source you need. So Nina Ahmed, yes, I think personally, one of these counties would go to, Trump wouldn't win all the counties that DeFleur won. One of the counties that DeFleur took, would probably go to Ahmed. So this is what we're going to do. Since it has no county uh, analysis, we're going to go to, again, Pennsylvania. I just like to search this up. Election Atlas. But if you don't like to, because searching up that will bring you straight to the Pennsylvania results. But this is uselectionatlas.org. Use it so you can see how your city and your county voted in previous elections. All right, so we're going to do auditor's race 2020. Loading. All right. We have Dave Floor winning Dauphin County by 48%. This is looking at the numbers. It would be like 0.98 97% of the popular vote. All right. Dauphin County is a possibility. It looks like Bucks got away scot-free. Dauphin, Erie County. Let's just go ahead and give Biden his share. Dauphin County is possibly going to go for Biden, but we are going to wait on that for now, if you will. So we talked about Center County. We have Center County we confirmed that is going for Trump. Dauphin County would possibly be the closest and most realistic, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and flip Dauphin. I keep forgetting I'm downloaded the program, so I don't need to do it on a web browser. So, yes, we have called this race for Trump. Trump wins the state of Pennsylvania. Biden, we can confirm, has carried 10 counties. So, yeah, this is my prediction in the state of Pennsylvania. So, anyway, what do you guys think in regards to Pennsylvania? Will the Keystone State swing aggressively to Trump? I don't think it's going to go past 5, personally, because let's keep in mind, TDS, unfortunately, is viral. It's more deadly than the pandemic itself. So, just look at how much people are ruining their lives over Trump. Like, seriously. So, yeah, I think it's viral, and in some ways it's influential. So keep that in mind. But what do you guys think on my prediction of Pennsylvania? Let me know down below, and I will see you all in the next political episode.